Okay, then we have finally made it into a game. Welcome back to IDL Season 7. It's only day 2 of the season. It's only game 2 of the season, or Series 2 of the season. And I've just clicked into Dota, and my god, that was loud for a second. I'm Falcus. I'm joined by Anti, who I'm sure is a more familiar face than mine. It does feel weird saying welcome back to something when it's welcome to the first time for me. I guess I'll welcome myself.
No, you are very welcome,
But
Falcus. It's good to
thank
have
you, thank you.
some new people to traumatize with the gameplay.
Hey, look, I've done Clarity League, I've done RD12. I've got an idea what I'm getting myself in for. Speaking of what we're getting ourselves in for, tonight's teams, as I'm sure it says in the title, MMR Famine going up against what was random and now seems to be assigned the name of Fresh Meat with, I think you called it Dapper Pudge, Anti, but I'm looking at it a bit bigger now, and that is definitely Joker Pudge.
Yeah, with the full screen banner, it certainly is Joker Pudge. I did think it was a little bit of a monocle there, but it's just a big scar over his eye. So yeah,
I think that's standard Pudge, though, just the scar. It's not quite the same. You want to know how I got these scars when it's just straight over your left eye, yeah. Um, but we've been straight into the draft here, into the bands and the picks. And I feel we should mention actually Purple Guy, not a standard member of the newly coined Fresh Meat. I believe standing in for Raiden, who was kind of the ringer of this team. You know, numbered immortal 7K MMR player there to balance out the sort of wide array they've got on their team. And I think you said he's what, a couple thousand MMR lower or something? Is that right?
yeah, I think about 2,000 lower. So 5k player, nothing to scoff at in this division, but a significant drop really.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to cause them a couple of issues, I'm sure, but remains to be seen. You know, might all turn out for the best. You never know. I have to say, I think Raiden was looking, from looking at just the stats and things, he was looking like one of the most reliable players. He had like long times on, or a lot of games on some traditional POS ones, whereas a lot of the other players are very all over the place. I'm not sure how the roles were decided here necessarily.
I mean, I think in this division, there's possibly just going to be a lot of general role swapping between the players, and these are all quite new players to the Irish League. We haven't seen, I don't think we've seen any of them. I might be
Yeah,
mistaken, but in the previous seasons, so we will have to see how
I
they
wouldn't
settle out.
know. I recognize a few names from, as I say, Clarity League.
Ah, right.
Door is one of our own from, well, from the sort of expanded Pyrian Flax universe, I suppose you'd have to call it. But I guess getting down to the draft, as we've barely spoken about it, ban-wise, the techies going straight out, I think, is expected. They've got two techie spammers pretty much on MMR Famine.
It's a
So,
pretty popular hero in Irish Dota, the techies. We
oh, is
saw
it?
some techies action yesterday, in fact, as well. So
Well, I was just about to call techies players scum. Maybe I shouldn't do that now.
I mean, there might be a case you could make for it. There might still be a case. We won't be seeing it this game though. If we take a look at the actual heroes they've picked, Ringmaster, another pretty popular hero in the Irish Dota League.
Yeah.
Brewmaster, not so popular, but we do have a couple of specialist players for this hero dotted around the league.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure because I think their pos 3 is supposed to be strong pants. Whether or not they're moving things around because they've got a standard. But I mean, strong pants is just absolutely a Rubik spammer, so I'm not sure what he was planning to play anyway. The Ringmaster, I think, is definitely for hate. I think he's the lowest MMR player in this division, at 1,500, I want to say, maybe 1,300, somewhere around there.
That
So
does
maybe not having the hero pool.
make sense if their captain is a 7k player if they're playing in this division, so a bit of balance
Yes.
there on the team.
Gotta drag things around. But I'm a little surprised because the Jakiro coming out first pick. I guess Rubik was banned out, but I know Farzad's a bit of a Pugna spammer, so would have expected him to be picking up one of his, top two best heroes if they weren't both banned.
Uh, yeah, and it's also pretty nice into Skyrath if they were considering picking it later, but opening up nonetheless with two reasonably strong supports. You've got Jakiro for the lane and a strong save on Ringmaster. Are
Yeah,
they going to be lacking damage so far with this draft? The Brewmaster himself, kind of really a controlling hero.
I mean they've got a lot of control so far. You know, you say that controlling hero, Ringmaster, fairly controlling hero, and same for the Jakiro, to be honest. And I don't think that much really to control yet coming at them from MMR Famine. You know, the axe is going to be annoying, but he's going to shut down the control if he can. Same for the Skarath Mage, actually, but there's not a ton of escape there that you really need to lock anyone down for.
Yeah, possibly they're just comfort picking a bit. Or maybe they're setting up for some real big hitters, maybe like a Shadow Fiend coming out where it's just this pure DPS and loves having all this control around him. It's decent lane into the axe as well.
I will say I have just remembered, I need to check who it is as the Snapfire gets picked. Who was it in my notes? It's somewhere in here. Oh, it's Farzad, never mind. It was first banned, yes, okay. So Hammond first banning Shadow Demon, right? If you look at Farzad's Dota buff, please go look at it. I have never seen a bigger case of a hero spammer anywhere. No way, it doesn't exist. I play a lot of Pudge. He's insane. He's absolutely off the charts. Every single game, bar like 3 on that first page, Shadow Demon. I didn't even look further. Didn't need to.
Some scary players, I suppose, out there that you gotta watch out for when you're playing in these leagues.
It's horrendous. It is absolutely horrendous. I don't know how anyone can do that. But the OD coming out for fresh meat, so a little bit more damage there. But again,
yeah,
I mean,
possibly their
still
range
heavy on
damage
control.
guy.
And the Snapfire coming on the other side, which I didn't think much of, but obviously kind of 3 support picks now. I think you guys highlighted in the game last night, Snapfire got picked. I'm not sure where it went, but it has been moving around the map a bit recently, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's very strong, possibly playable on all roles. It's so strong at the moment. But I'd expect more so to see it in the mid lane or possibly the off lane, but not with an axe on this team.
No, yeah, I mean it's definitely still a strong support. I guess Snapfire or Skarath, either of them could go mid at a push. Not sure what Yuno really plays. Yeah, he's got a bit on Invoker, but if you look at Yuno's like hero pool, it's a lot of carry heroes, and then kind of feels like maybe he's been sort of shuffled into the mid lane as carries off an R. So could maybe, but I mean, it's still a bit odd picking up sort of more supporty heroes, I guess, in that regard. I will say, if we're getting to know the players and you want to get to know Yuno, he plays Kez, so I think that's all the information you need.
Yep, the chicken players, Kez enjoyers.
We've got one in our group who is in the Kez guild, in the Kez Discord, plays Kez constant. Oh, it's horrendous. Am I the only person who still doesn't understand the hero at all?
I think there's probably a large. I think surely there's a large population that haven't even read the abilities.
No, they're too long. That's like 4 days of reading at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out comes the PA for fresh meat. What did they ban? Monkey King and AMs. Then the Medusa ban came back from MMR Famine. Void gone as well. Void's another one who's been very strong in games at the moment.
10 seconds remaining.
The Faceless Void.
5 seconds remaining.
Not the Void Spirit.
I mean, yes,
you mean the Void Spirit?
Faceless Void. No, Void Spirit not doing too hot. I was going to
say not the greatest hero, but not too bad. Yeah, the Faceless Void. I think mostly as a counter to a lot of these high damage heroes that you can just burst down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's particularly good here because they've got so much save into the chrono with the box and the astral.
Yes. Well, they banned it out on MMR Famine.
Right.
It could have been okay on Fresh Meat. I think you're right that if they'd picked it on Famine, although on one side you've got the globs from the Snapfire to go in as well, you're then going to be dealing with a Jakiro Ice Path. If there is one hero here that you miss, that's a bad chrono basically, because something bad is going to happen to you.
You may now select your
Yeah,
Coming out
I
with
think
Juggernaut instead.
I was slightly confused by the Faceless Void ban being for the other team there, because they do have so much synergy with the Chrono, with the Sky ult and the Snap ult, but
Yeah.
maybe it's just this protection ban for the Juggernaut, allow him to get this Omni Slash off, because he is that squishy, agi hero with high damage that they've got. I don't know how
Yeah.
great the matchup is into Phantom Assassin particularly, but they do have a lot of magic nukes to take her out, at least in the early game. I think the
I think.
big factor in this game is going to be the Brewmaster. If he can have a
Mhm.
decent lane against the Jug, he should be able to make a large amount of space here for the PA in this game.
So they haven't moved things around too much, but Super Sick
10 seconds
Bro,
remaining.
I believe, is he their carry? Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
So unless they've swapped things round, well, they must have actually. Sorry, because on the pos 2 has picked up the Juggernaut. But then is that Snapfire mid from Kanan?
Yeah, I think almost certainly. I think this is a double pick support at the start, and Snap mid is relatively common at the moment. Very strong.
Yeah. But a little bit of position switch around. I mean, obviously, I assume perfectly acceptable.
Oh yeah, of
You do
course.
get the occasional tournament where it is declined, but
It's
it's a story for another time.
That's a
It's
bit of an
happened.
odd-
Hey, look, I've had my battles in my tongue. It's a stupid idea, I'll say that.
Well, I've heard stupider rules. In fairness, I've heard stupider rules. So
Well, there we go. We'll get through them all eventually, I'm sure. Yeah, which draft are you back in here?
that is a tricky one. I as much as I dislike the PA pick on paper, I do think the OD Brewmaster other two cores should have a pretty fun time this game, so I will back the randoms, Team Random.
Okay. Going with the fresh. I have to say, I like the other side. I think Jug, that built-in BKB, is going to cause havoc for them, and yeah.
Prepare for
And
battle.
I think they've got reasonably strong. I guess you got strong lanes on the other side. It's going to come down to the lanes. Which, to be fair, is a cop out. It always comes down to the lanes.
Sometimes. I think what's our mid matchup here? Snap versus OD. I think that should be.
Yeah, it should be
I
OD.
think Snap should do well,
Oh.
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I do think this hero is just kind of busted a bit this patch.
I don't know. I'm just going off the fact I never win a game against OD. So, to a humble Archon like myself, it's a murderous experience.
It has got a much higher win rate in this division than in the higher divisions, for sure.
30 seconds to battle.
Smoke gonna break here. Not gonna get anything for it. Not gonna find anyone whatsoever. I feel this is such a trope of teams smoking up, going for these plays. You should see in the pro games, the high level games. They go on these huge wraps all the way to the corners of the map. They're going through the bloody portals before the horn goes. And as soon as they get near anyone, everyone just walks away from each other and they go and get 2 runes each. 90% of the time.
The battle
Look, they're
begins.
looking for opportunity. That's what they're doing, and there might be an opportunity.
And they
here.
have actually found it, but Purple Guy gonna manage to blink away. Nice positioning from the Jakiro, you know? I wouldn't put it past a support to just wander off.
Yeah, it's,
Not to say I'm anti-support, I'm very anti-core.
Well, I'm just very anti in general, so it's to each their own, I suppose, in that regard.
As long as we're not anti-anti, right?
Yeah, of course. How can you be? Well, let's have a look at some of these side lanes then, if we think the mid lane's going to be kind of even. This Jug versus Brew matchup is interesting. It's a Warlock support, so maybe fine. You just tank the harass, he's going to max the heal.
He's gonna have a lot of healing available here for him. I think the Ringmaster's likely the one that could be in trouble. I think Brewmaster walks away from most things, right?
Yeah, smoke on.
It's going to be if the Ringmaster gets out of position. You know, hate maybe being the lower MMR player, maybe getting caught out here.
It's certainly possible, but maybe after a couple levels.
The dagger is such an annoying ability to play against. Absolutely horrendous. I will say, Ringmaster Jug actually would have been the stronger lane that we could have had, but
Yeah.
alas, not
the
to
dynamics
happen.
of swapping the supports on these teams on this bot lane. Maybe a more interesting lane.
Yeah. I've played into a Jug Ringmaster recently. It is horrible. I mean, it's anything with a slow with that Blade Fury, right?
Yeah, true. Just the setup.
Just hell to exist.
Speaking of slows, are you seeing this top lane?
Ooh. Purple guy having a rough time. Oh, but going in instead. A lot of damage coming out to Jay. They do secure the kill. Is he in trouble on the PA?
Battle Hunger.
I think he walks away from this, right? Battle Hunger, but
It's only level 1.
could have last hit a creep. Didn't quite get it. Jakiro showing why he's picked that lane dominance. Super Sick Bro actually getting very low here.
Oh,
Has he got any regen left? One tango.
both the cores here pretty upset.
One tango and a dream for the axe. Yeah, both offlaners having a bit of a struggle here. But Jug perfectly happy due to all of the healing that he's receiving.
Yeah, Brewmaster.
Kicking off once again on the top lane. Farza with the Battle Hunger on him. I think they might be swapping supports here. Yep, down go the corresponding supports, one from each team, and the Cookie gonna go the way of the axe.
Bot lane again. Little skirmish. Still only level 2 on the Jug though.
I think this is the issue. Without having any form of slow to keep them in the Blade Fury, and Jug having the Blade Fury means it's difficult for Jug to kill, and it's difficult for Jug to be killed.
He's got a blood grenade on Warlock.
Saving it for a special
Saving
occasion.
it for next game maybe.
Yeah. He's actually just got that for the health.
This
He
bonus is
doesn't plan
pretty
to throw
good,
that
though.
It's 50 health bonus. It is, and he's doing a good job keeping them off to the side, giving a lot of space to farm here. He's paid the price for it, but
Might be a spin.
as a wise man once said, your support's health pool is a resource that should be spent.
It's very wise. Not quite as wise as Strong Pants getting the boots first, allowing him to escape that death at the hands of the Blade Fury.
Oh, the big brain plays.
CS in the mid lane, the snap is ahead.
Oh, I think we're going to
Top
lose
lane,
Axe
though.
in top lane. No, maybe not. Farzak could be the one in trouble. Oh, he turned. He got greedy on Super. Looked around to see if he could do anything to secure that kill on the Jakiro. Is Jay in trouble now?
It's gonna be
Does have
close.
that magic shield not going to help him? He's hanging around. He's playing the bait. No mana on purple, but
I think he could.
nope. Everybody walks away.
He was just if
think
he
there's a
pressed his Q
chance.
a bit more often, I think it was a done deal. But maybe better to leave the PA on low health.
Although not going to be the case as a salve coming in with the Jakiro. Not sure who bought
Bot lane.
it, but nice to have brought it. Oh, down goes Door. Those boots, the boots. Oh no, what a
Hey,
play!
the
I think he
bonds.
turned around knowing he could get it with the bonds.
Yeah.
I
Another
thought
big
he'd
brain
given up
play.
at first.
Dire's top tower.
Top lane
Purple
some more action.
goes, gets the kill on to the Skyrath mage. Super Sick Bro though could be in trouble. He's a level 4 axe. Doesn't have call yet though.
Oh,
Radiant's middle tower.
Kira just about gets
He's hanging around.
free.
He's confident. He's confident just sitting in these trees, staying close, messing them around. 9 last hit difference between the two carries here.
Mid lane, there might be a snap ult. Just trying to look for the OD. Banishes himself.
Oh, he's put himself in the cope cage.
Oh,
Is it
no.
enough? No, it isn't.
Alright, it was not a BM pause. Someone else paused. I was a bit worried for a second there, but
No, I'm just the stand-in's given up. He said, "You know what? I'm done. I'm not staying for this."
his mid laner died one time. Insta DC.
Yeah, he said, if the mid's gonna feed, then I'm out. I didn't sign up for this. You're not paying enough. I don't know if there's any rumors of what he is getting paid or what he isn't. I know we've got Babinski in the. I think I saw him in the chat somewhere. Did I? Or am I getting confused just because I saw a B word? No, I did. He's coaching one of these teams. I think he's coaching Fresh Meat, so the Dire side team. Obviously, I believe he's 2 minutes behind. Don't know if he'll have any interesting insight that he can give us into what's going on or what the decision making is, or what's going on with the stand-in situation actually. Where is their captain?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. The captain, who's the only player on the registered team, so they're having to play under a different banner.
Is that why it is?
That is the reason, yeah. So Taylor will be very upset. Imprint will be very upset.
This is their first game. I think as a tournament organization, you just got to say this is your team now.
Well, you better hope that this stand-in isn't the only one that has this team set then.
Oh, that would be an interesting choice. We'll go with the stand-ins team. Kicking off under the top tower, in goes Super Sick Bro, but a lovely little blink straight away, and then onto the creep wave. He's doubling up, he's making his escape. Can they catch Farzad on the Jakiro? I think they can. Down he goes. No dunk available yet, but he's level 5 on the axe, ahead of everybody else in this top lane.
Strong pants, blood grenaded in the bot lane.
Oh, the blood grenade, the special blood grenade.
He's ticking down. He's got an
He's
earn charge.
lost 50 HP. It's all over now.
Little gank in the top lane.
Indeed. Here comes Akeem. Oh, a beautiful ice path. So it looked like he might go for the neutrals, but instead has managed to walk away.
That's...
And Phase Boot's coming off cooldown. There he goes.
Akeem here on the OD. Not pressing his W. Unlucky.
Little scrap on the Dire Wisdom Shrine does see the death of the Ringmaster. That's hate going down. Yeah, I mean, it's rough for Akeem there to walk top. Although, is he going to secure a kill here on Kanan? Oh, does he not have the... Use your Q!
Guy.
Use your Q! Use your Q! One Q and he dies! There it is! Is he going to die to the tower? Not quite. Does have the management to go. It looked like he was trying to cast another spell.
Oh my god. I don't know if you saw what happened in the top lane, but...
I completely missed it.
Both heroes killed each other at the same time.
Oh, poetry,
twice in a row.
Motion.
The cores did it, and then the supports did it.
You know, Dota 2 is art. Nobody can say otherwise.
Double
well, they can,
suicide pact.
Love in its purest form, really. No, that's a bad thing to say. Ignore that.
We'll retract that one.
So now I have to make the statement about, you know, my opinions not being anything to do with the tournament's opinions.
We'll get some Twitlongers out.
Yeah.
Snap did rotate to this bot lane looking for a gank, but under this tower with the, I mean, with the Ringmaster behind, it didn't look like a viable option. So back to mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a... He's not quite 6, but it's still rough janking a Brewmaster in general, though the door's still just going to run head first under that tower there.
I think they're just eager to try and use these ults. The Omni Slash and the Kisses, pretty strong abilities if you can use them off cooldown. It's great to keep some tempo up.
What has been going on with our 2 mid laners here? Because the net worth just doesn't seem to reflect the positioning on the map. As Axe goes down in the top lane, and there's a gank coming in mid. I think everyone's just going to walk away from this one there.
Gank. I think the mid laners have just been denying each other's creeps instead of last hitting or something. The net worth is a little low.
It's questionable, but it's questionable for both of them, so I guess it's fine. Taking a slight lead towards MMR fan. Lovely ult here from Kanan. Is they going to be able to survive on the support Ringmaster?
The fairies?
For now? No? There it is. Finishing it off. Here comes Sandy's Eclipse. A lot of damage done, but not enough to finish it off. Rotation coming in here from Door, sponsored by Taylor Wimpy. And down goes Akeem on that Outworld Devourer.
Yeah, beautiful Golem usage. Gets the 6 on Taylor Wimpy. Might need to defend against the Brewmaster with it.
Brewmaster split though, immediately popped as he TPs in, does secure the kill on the Skyrath. Little tornado there from the little blue spirit. I think they get door here as well.
For
Down goes
sure.
the Warlock. Still 2 supports in return for your mid and a support. Not exactly a great trade there, but
Do secure the
still the
tower as
gold
well.
lead. Yeah, so it's still a pretty decent gold lead going the way of MMR Famine here.
Certainly the door has been opened on
Although
the mid
Super
lane,
Sick
top
Bro
lane.
Super Sick Bro doing everything he can to give that lead back.
It's I mean, this Jakiro is too strong of a laner. He's got max E, which is a bit crazy. But it's enough to just run down this Axe with a PA. Possibly Axe needs to think about popping back to the jungle and getting his timing. What is he
I'm
building
gonna
into?
throw it out here. He could
It's
have also
Blink
built
Rush.
any stat items.
Yeah.
You know, like a bracer, maybe
He's got
a
3
second
branches
bracer.
and a ring of protection. That's good enough.
The ring of protection's not helping him with the magic though.
I do think this blink timing is very important for the Axe though. They're going just before
it
it
is.
though.
But I think if you really want that blink timing, sacrifice those phase boots rather than dying in lane a lot. He is going to secure
Stop
pretty
starting
soon
in a
though. So.
fire.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, he's fine. He's got that ring of protection, right?
And he's got a warlock to heal him up, so maybe he's not too worried.
That's the main one.
Yeah, but this blink timing is going to be scary with the Skyrath and the Snap ult. Like, it's just insane follow-up. OD can't save himself with the Astral against the Snap ult if he's stunned or taunted, so...
Yeah, we said a lot in the draft about how Faceless would have worked really well because they had all that aggression to go with it, even though Faceless wouldn't have been a good pick given what the enemy team has. But they still have Axe who can jump in, get the taunt, hold everyone in place, and let everyone else cast their spells. And if people get boxed, if he gets Astral imprisoned or anything, it doesn't really matter. Axe is just going to be there, and everyone else is going to be around him.
Bit of a large move down to the bot lane. Brew does have an ult ready to go. This is.
I mean, it really doesn't feel like Brew's the go, but they've.
It's usually the opposite of what I'd expect, but maybe the
They've
jug
committed
feels
hard.
so strong that he's like, help me take this
But the
tower.
Jakiro, here comes the Rainbow Road. TPs across the map. You know now having to back out. There's the box to keep Strong Pants alive a little bit longer, but I mean he's got his ult ready to go, as you said. Not going to get a chance to use it.
You see Axe on the side lurking, looking for a nice call.
Waiting in the wings. Enter from stage right.
It's the blink reveal, but they're playing pretty spread here.
If they can just keep the pressuring at the tower, depends if they've got the wave clear here. They should with the Jakiro. Moving off to the left side. In goes Axe, though, gets 2 supports. There is the Snapfire ult. Globs are plenty. Out comes the Rock for good measure, and down go both supports. We do have the split on the Brewmaster, looking for some damage onto Kanan, but I don't think he's got enough to take him out with the rest of the team hanging around. Akeem still on the side here, looking to do something. There is the end of the split. Omni-Slash coming through. And Akeem in trouble. He's come too close. Pops to Sandy's Eclipse, but nobody going down. Finally, here comes Purple Guy, but what can he do? Doesn't have any mana. Gets stunned up. Finished off by Snapfire.
Structures are fortified.
I don't know, if your mid laner's getting a bit soloed by a Skyrath mage on the side of the fight, it's not looking great, but a great blink reveal there setting up an ideal team fight.
Yeah, really nice. It looked like they were going to do something with the OD over on the side, but then just spotting those 2 supports, taking them out of the fight right at the beginning. Huge, especially at this point in the game. Like, supports do so much.
Is under attack.
Jay, a bit aggressive here in the mid lane.
They've left 2 to secure that tower. Don't have everybody here. Oh, good save there from Akeem. Down goes Skyrath Mage. And Jakiro gonna live to fight another fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But they are on the back of what was effectively a 5-man wipe. May not have been all dead at the same time due to pretty short death timers, but it's definitely an uphill battle for them right now.
Still a relatively even game nonetheless, even after all of those deaths.
Bounty killing.
True. I don't know. I'd be scared of this Jug a little bit.
He is starting to creep up on the net worth ahead of other people. He's got the Battle Fury finished up now, so it will accelerate.
Yeah, he's what? 1.5k above Purple Guy on the PA.
Yeah, Purple Guy's still farming the Battle Fury for themselves.
I think also somewhat the issue here is you're really big player into a lot of this team, especially the Axe. If you're on random, is Akeem. Like you want that OD hitting fairly hard with the Arcane Orb, and it just doesn't feel like it's quite coming through at the moment.
Yeah, still needs a couple of items to really be able to hit in these team fights freely.
Strongpants coming in aggressively onto Yuno in this bot lane. They're going to pressure him out, but Yuno going to stand his ground. Akeem coming in behind.
Nice
TP's
taunt.
coming through. Lovely blink in from the Axe. Don't manage to kill Strongpants though before the split comes off, and an interesting Omni Slash, but he does get them all.
Just cleans up with that Omni Slash.
Insane. They've even got a massive wave here ready to go, and
Meanwhile, in
Farzad
the
falling
jungle-
into Kanan.
No, Mortimer, it's not playtime.
They just got 2 supports. Sorry, I was still in a bit of shock, I think.
Are fortified.
Bounty.
They've nearly cleaned up the whole team in separate fights.
They might be looking for another one here. Purple Guy.
Just
Don't
got the
stand
Battle
too
Fury,
far
but... Oh, a lovely stun there with the cookie from Kanan. Purple Guy looking to get away. Nothing to blink to. There's the silence. A lot of damage coming out onto Jay there, but not going to be able to finish that one off. Strongpants coming in, though. Cleaning up the work of his carry. Kanan going to waddle off.
Dire's bottom tower
I like the
is under attack.
AFK snap illusions.
That's what? I'm missing these. I can't even see them on the map. Oh, there they are. I was looking at them when you said it, and I was just really blind. Yeah, that would upset me if I was on that team.
Dire's
I mean, at
bottom
least block
tower
the
just-
camps or something with it, you know? Like-
Yeah, or just cue him to move around the map a bit, you know? Cue some movement, get some vision.
Yeah, for sure. Purple Guy, Battle Fury now finally finished, building into the BKB next, so should help a little bit with all these magical nukes coming out, but won't help too much with the Axe, who has the Blade Mail finished, looking towards Shard.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a game for the BKB is queued up. But I mean, Juggernaut already got the Yasha working towards the Manta. Actually, does not just have the Yasha. I think, what's this flying out?
Part of the Manta.
Yeah, right. It's that. I don't remember what it is. It's the crown, right?
Tiara?
Is that it?
Diadem. It's a diadem, of course.
Oh, it wasn't the crown. I thought it
Call on
was. I'm
top
thinking
lane.
of the crown that's 5 attributes. Oh, lovely executed kill there on to the Brewmaster. Oh, it wasn't available though, so they didn't need to be too worried. But
Are they looking to
nice quick cleanup.
turn this?
I don't think they can.
Dire's bottom
They've pushed them
tower
off of the
is
tower.
under
Bot lane though, jump in from Purple Guy.
This is bold. Omni Slash
Has
is
Omni.
up. Is he going to use it? Surely Omni. There it is.
It's disjointed.
Oh, dearie me. This could be a kill. This could be huge. Purple Guy taking down Yuno. Nice bit of gold there, putting the Jug off the map for a little while. And that's exactly where you want any gold game to be going right now. Looking a little bit risky with the fatal bonds there at first, but I don't think any real danger. Rotation's over, though. No carry available
Are they seeing any
for
of
the
these
Radiant
heroes?
here.
They see Brew on the
Oh,
wave.
well, they've seen Strong Pants now. It is nighttime. I don't know if they've seen. Oh, unfortunate missed call there. Out comes the Wheel of Wonder. Do catch the axe in the end of that ice path, but suppressing fire going down with Kanan, throwing out the Mortimer's kisses.
Shotgun.
Oh, beautiful blink in, taking down the Jakiro. And a really nice kill there on to Strong Pants, who did have his ult available, but no opportunity to cast it.
Yeah, maybe this snap diving in baited Strong Pants to try and look for a turn, but in turn himself gets axe called up, and out comes the nukes from the magical supports. So
I mean, you called it when he blinked in, shotgun. It was like he turned it with a sawn off. No
you
escape
can't
there,
underestimate the
point-blank
damage
range.
from this hero with this innate. it starts to get a bit absurd.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you know, that Snapfire is a true blue American, ready to
Yeah.
defend her home at a moment's notice. Although I'm not sure she has a home. Is she more of a traveling, like a wanderer?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the lore. I could not tell you a single thing about this hero.
Look, I'm a guy who, anytime the story came up in Crownfall, I just spam clicked through it trying to get to the next minigame. That's all I was there for. So I have no idea about most of the heroes.
Blink lined up for OD seems odd. I don't think it's really what I want to be going, but maybe it's just. I think it's
a positioning thing, but I think maybe a 4-staff would be better.
Yeah,
like if he's really that worried about the positioning.
Nicer against Axe.
Yeah. But I think that's it. Like, he wants the Blink to be able to position better, cast his spells, maybe get a save off with the Astral Imprisonment, but it's not going to help him getting away, which is sort of a big issue at the moment.
I think it does mean you're relying a lot more on your PA to supply the damage in these fights, which...
Yeah.
Sure, I mean, that's the carry, but, like... we're still deep in the mid game.
Realistically, the PA needs quite a bit more time before they're really going to be able to put some damage through on the Axe and everybody else on this team.
The BKB is flying out, however. So, maybe comfortable playing into the fights. Tormentor,
I mean,
for the Radiant.
Maybe I'm being unreasonable. They did like 1v1 and take down the Juggernaut earlier, so already been proven that it's possible. Now
Yeah,
just
the
has
carry
to do it
matchup-
with 4 other heroes hanging around.
The mechanics of the carry matchup look pretty good, if you can just disjoint the Omni Slash reasonably reliably.
Yeah. I mean, Omni Slash should be a really difficult ability to use this game, and it hasn't proven so yet, but, you know, we live in hope. Oh no!
Super sick bro button.
Didn't get the blink off, and
Even
off
though
the side.
Snap is ridiculous.
Down goes
I think your mic's cutting out. It's clipping up the top there. It's too excited.
Lily Show, Discord doesn't like it.
We're gonna have to dial it back, even though that was a pretty crazy fight. Kanan back up to the top lane.
In they go. Don't foresee much more. Do jump in onto the Snapfire, but I don't think they're going to be able to
They're
chase
chasing.
too far. You know, here they are looking for it. Interesting choice. TP's coming in. They would be fighting up onto high ground. Don't have vision here at the moment.
Smoke
yeah,
up.
back off there from random. But oh yeah, smoke up on the side of MMR Famine.
AC
I
purple
think they should
guy.
have held that high ground, but they haven't. There's the stun, the shotgun, and the kill on to Purple Guy. Kanan doing some huge work here on the Snapfire.
Blink on cooldown for the axe for a few more seconds, so couldn't quite find the catch on anyone else.
Kira was looking a little bit risque there, but didn't quite get spotted when the glimmer ran out. I mean, they're gearing up trying to take a tower here on MMR Famine. Random standing around behind, 20 seconds still without their carry. Again, should be able to clear these waves out, though. Well, but here comes Door. Big upheaval here. Has that shard ready to go. There's the call coming through. Down goes the OD. Kanan with a bit of extra damage for that one. Tower still going down to Yuno, but Purple Guy coming in. There is the Blade Fury coming out of Yuno. Pop the split. Can they find the catch? There's the stun with the rock. Doesn't quite connect on the ice path. Still chasing down for Yuno. Rock coming out as they put the axe in the sky.
Doesn't hit.
Beautiful wheel. Unfortunately, doesn't land onto anyone. Macropire on the side, but down it goes. Farzad and Hey, both taken down by Door on that Warlock. Yuno could be in trouble, though, as he's still being pursued by Strongpants, but the turn with both supports behind their carry here is looking big. Purple guy getting the kill onto Super Sick, bro, and everyone gonna wander off from this one. Bit of an anticlimactic end, but a fairly good fight there for the side of Random.
I mean, this random side, 2 of their cores just got melted by whatever was doing the damage with the fatal bonds. The 2 supports just
2 supports
they
disappeared.
fell
Yeah.
over.
I mean, what have they? We've got glimmers on both. Yeah, we've got glimmers on both. We've got no purge. Yule Scepter would be really big here. It's also really good into Axe. So a little interesting. We've not seen it yet.
Ganging up for Roshan as the MMR Famine.
I mean, it's bold. Everyone's up. Everyone's alive. Yeah, I put vision down here, but Farzad's gonna see it. Could be in trouble. Purple guy behind him. There's the call from Super Sick Bro. And Purple guy literally pulled a straight, as soon as that axe blinked, 180 turn and marched straight back out the other way.
Not interested. You gotta take a fight
Not
on your
one
terms,
bit.
especially with the BKB on cooldown. I have just noticed the PA has 2 salves. Were there always 2 salves in the PA inventory, or are these new? Anyway, disregard that
no
as a
idea.
team fight.
Well, that might be a team fight. The Aegis has been picked up by banishment used on the axe. He's taken a bit of damage here from the Sunny's Eclipse and is definitely in big trouble, but has he distracted long enough? No, he hasn't. Gonna get put down straight away as he comes into that fight. Aegis used and an interesting ult from Caden there. I'm gonna say it's the worst one so far, but it's only because the previous ones have all been so spot on.
I mean, you can't have a 100% success rate, really, can you?
Well, I think Akeem escaped with only about 100 health, so it wasn't exactly horrendous. I think they just didn't have the distraction from the rest of the team to help him land that one that time. I mean, really nice from Random. They take down the Aegis very quickly there. I think unfortunate positioning, maybe. Axe sort of looking to play aggressive, the rest of the team looking to run for the hills.
MMR Famine may be ahead, but it's starting to feel a little bit like they're on the back foot. Kanan caught out in the bot lane. That's a lot of damage.
I'd tell you, Brewmaster can hit fairly hard when it comes down to it, and Macropyre's no joke.
It's a level 1 Macropyre too. It's just the maxed out damage from the Liquid Frost.
The Liquid Fire and the Liquid Frost.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference is in the 2 of them. Movement slow and attack slow. I think that's it, right? Yeah, something like that.
The Liquid Frost does bonus damage based on all your other spells.
Okay. I'll
So
be
it
honest,
adds
I'm
damage
mainly
onto the Macropyre and the Dual Breath.
a Jakiro player in Overthrow when I can just use the... Well, actually, that was... No, he's still got the good facet, hasn't he? The double trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty strong.
Oh, sorry, I've just reminded myself facets are gone. I'm sad again.
Well, there's time to be happy again when we see the next team fight, because Warlock's going to have an Aghanim Scepter completed.
Oh, greedy. I tell you what, I should have called it at the start of the game. I don't know why he's playing POS 5 in this team, right? He's down as their POS 5. He is a POS 4 through and through. Because every time he joins a stack, he's upset if he can't play POS 4. And I need, wards, does he know what wards are?
I mean, let's
Straight
take a
in
look.
with the shard of the Aghanim Scepter.
There's not a lot of Radiant wards on the map, I must be honest.
I mean, look, no shade. Have your fun,
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're
As
about.
long as you're not in
Irish
my
Dirt.
game, I don't mind.
Monkey King Bar finished up for the jug, so maybe we'll have a bit of a better time against the PA.
I will at this point quote Babinski in the chat as the coach of MMR Famine. Where did he say it? I don't know, I can't find it anymore, but he said something along the lines of, I can't wait for to stop missing 90% of his hits.
That
I assume he means on the PA.
Yeah, I would assume so. I think that is probably a big turning point in the game. We saw earlier that the PA could 1v1 the jug. Maybe you don't even need the Omni Slash anymore. We've seen the crit damage out from this jug onto the other heroes. Like, even there on that creep camp, hitting for 600 every other attack seems pretty nice.
Oh my god, Kanan has a death wish down here, looking to defend a tier 1 at 30 minutes solo into 3 members of the enemy team. Does
I
retreat.
like his style.
I just have to highlight Bob getting angry in the chat with, naturally, ignores what I say and will single-handedly lose this game by building pointless items. And then follows that up like a second later with, oh, never mind, he switched.
Akeem blinks in the top lane into some.
He's gonna be in trouble.
Axe.
Oh, what a beautiful call, as it looked like they were going to escape. Down go Hate and Akeem. Followed up, though, by Axe, who does pay with his life for those 2 kills. That's fairly good, though, taking down the ODs.
PA's not
Strongman's
here.
once more. He's used his split.
It seems a
Some
bit
cost
insane.
fallacy, but Door, insane
What
is Door
the
walking
hell
up
is
there.
Door
My
doing?
god, down he goes. Does get off the ult, and I think there was a little bit of soup there, but not for very long. Strong Pants could be in trouble. No split available. Big ult
Kiting
coming
the
out
jug.
from the Grandma, and down goes Strong Pants on that Brewmaster. Farzad in the line of fire.
The blur is
Purple Guy,
used.
why have you come? There's the BKB. Destroying his own slash. Manages to heal up quite a bit. That's the Satanic. The Satanic not up anymore. There's a stun from the cookie, and down goes the PA.
I
mean,
in a 1v1, it still kind of looked like PA could win, but with the Snapfire being alive, the stuns
Yeah.
and the damage was more than enough.
I
Meanwhile,
think
these
it is that 1v1, right, isn't it? And it's having that BKB into the jug, or the ability. If he disjointed that Omni Slash as well, and just not taken all that damage.
Yeah, it was on cooldown. He used it previously, so maybe he needs to hold on to that.
Emergencies only. Conditional Dota, as they like to say.
But I mean, it was a nice cool initiation from the Axe to start it off. Does pay with his life. Took a lot of damage during the cool, actually. I think that's just the OD being OD.
It's not the best Axe game. I think he's performed very well so far. There's a lot of magic damage coming his way.
Yeah, and a lot of save from the cool as well, so
Yeah.
reasonably good performance.
He's
out
got
from
that BKB, but other than that, he's probably not going to pick much up to negate the magic damage.
Is Skywrath going to be okay here? They're not
They're
doing
really
this particularly
struggling.
quick.
You need to carry, lads. This is a 32-minute Tormentor, so... I've never clicked on the Tormentor and actually looked at its abilities.
Oh, it's got a shot. It's got a shard in its inventory. Who would have guessed? Skywrath.
With here, light work, but it almost makes light work of Jay. Scarif Mage going to survive, though. And a lovely little smoke, though. What are
Shot
they
from
going
the
to do
jug,
with
actually.
it?
Are scanning.
Which one's that? Healing ward? Ah, okay. Who cares? Farzad breaks the smoke.
Who cares about Healing Ward now? There it is. He doesn't pop the call, though, waiting for more commitment. There's a lovely ice path. Not going to be enough to save the Jakiro, though, going down with... actually to Door, but I'm going to say a lot of the damage probably came from the Blade Fury.
I do like the patience from this Axe. The Super Sick Bro not pressing BKB, not pressing Blade Mail. It's
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean,
is under
it just
attack.
shows that you're thinking about the game, right? Your brain's engaged.
I mean, the other thing here is we're looking at 2 very different stacks in that...
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
MMR Famine are actually sort of all a fairly similar level. They're sort of just sitting at a plateau, like an average, whereas Random are like very spread, as we said before, although they are missing their highest ranked player today.
Vanish on the blink
In
call.
they go for the tower. Yeah, it doesn't quite get it, but hasn't really taken any damage for it. Does pop the BKB to walk away. Sunny's Eclipse doing nothing. Hakeem, no! Putting everything that they can on to the golems there to finish them off and take them down. But the tower has still fallen. The racks are lain bare. Illusion rune available here. Go on, take it on the axe. I think axe is an underrated illusion hero.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. you get the helixes, so throw them out there.
Manta style type beat on this hero for sure.
And down go those illusions, so it's
Top
not
lane.
quite getting the value they could have.
Couple guys in. Kanan pops
Can he
the
do it though?
BKB.
BKB on Kanan. Here comes
It's the 2v1
There's
again.
the stun. Kanan
Maybe not.
refuses to leave. Silence coming through. They manage to take down Purple Guy. Silence on Akeem. In comes Strong Pants from behind, but Akeem going to be in big trouble as these two cores turn their attention to him. Super Sick Bro coming in to make it 3 cores. Can Strong Pants get away? Kanan looking to slow
Nice
him down.
manta.
Oh my god, what a beautiful dodge of that cookie. Ice Path going to slow him down. Well played from Farzad, and out comes Strong Pants.
I mean, some pretty Dota being played for sure.
Yeah, I mean, really nice to save Strong Pants there. Shame about the other 2 cores.
Yeah, I mean, those guys, you know, who needs them? PA and OD?
Exactly. It's all about the Farzad Strong Pants combo here. Oh dear, and it has to be, because down goes Hate on the Ringmaster.
Is under attack.
Level
It is
20.
all about the Farzad Strong Pants combo.
Level 20 talent, 2 cookies. Double stun, double big nuke. It's a lot of
Double
damage.
big move, and the big moves they are making. Big moves up to the high ground here. Have we got that extra attack speed we do from the soup on the Warlock? Going in though, looking to deter them on the side of random. They're going to lose the whole Rax though before they can do too much to stop it. Finishing off that ranged.
And again, this not staying too long. They secure the racks and immediately they're back out of the danger zone here. They might find themselves a double damage rune, which could maybe urge them to smoke back and look to close this one out. The Roshan is up very soon.
Oh, are they
won't
going to
know
leave
that.
it? Oh no. Go on, just leave a support there for 10 seconds. You don't need him.
There it is.
He wants the value out of this AD. Is he going to get it though?
Doesn't have a blink or an axe, so
Actually,
needs some help
doubling
getting on
back.
top of people. But maybe they just present
Doubling
you
back,
a
looking
gift.
but he's not even needed. Doesn't even get a hit on that with that AD. Super Sick Bro getting that dunk, taking down Purple Guy. A lot of help from Jay. Farzad with a lovely ice path there. Do they have any follow-up? It's looking more like Deterrent. Don't have the creeps here, though. Akeem going in, looking to do some damage. Not going to care about it, though. Rod of Atos locking down Akeem. Lovely box to keep him alive a little bit longer. There is
Nice glimmer.
Nope, that was Omni Slash. Thought it might have been Swift, but he doesn't even have it. Super Sick Bro in trouble in this macro pile once again, but there is the double. Oh my god, Warlock with the refresher roll, but he doesn't have the mana to go again. He doesn't even need it. Oh, cooldown. Super Sick Bro once again onto this Jakiro. Glimmer Cake gonna save him for a little bit. These golems went on the rats. Looking for this melee here. Down goes the OG. This is looking rough. Finally got the mana. There's the second pair of golems. 4 golems total. Out comes Fortify. They're not going to be getting that one back.
The PA had died back out on this wave, and it's cost them a set of racks and a team fight.
I think
Where
it
the hell
might
is
cost them the
Skyrath
game
going?
here. Jay is going to die for this.
That was a bit of a
pretty questionable move to go
paid
for
actor moment.
Dora's ignoring the team. He's just set his golems to work on the tier 4s. He says, we don't need that Rax, lads. I don't care. Someone has screamed at him enough. He sent them back. They finished off the Rax. Now looking for the tier 4s once again. They are 2 heroes down, though. Extra attack speed from the soup on the golems. In comes Purple Guy. Does manage to deal with the golems before they tick out. So a little bounty from that. I think Refresh Roll being built on Snapfire now.
That is pretty cool. I don't know particularly what this is for. Quadruple cookie? I mean, it is
I
that
think
good.
It's a double big ult, right? But I'm just looking at the items, and I like to think of myself as a support, It's like being a girl's girl. But I really struggle to back up what they've done on the side of MMR Famine. I guess if you're having the game for it, fair enough. But if you're a core on that team, I would understand if you're upset about the situation.
With these, the Warlock items?
Both supports have gone Kaya. We've then
Skyrath?
got Ag's Refresher on door.
Look,
And we've got the Atos Sphere. Actually, to be
E-Blade
fair,
Atos. Like, the E-Blade against PA, I think this is fine.
yeah, okay.
This is
You know what?
reasonable.
I'll give
the
it to
Warlock
Skyrath
is
because
just
he is
base.
supposed to be the pos 4.
Kaya?
The Warlock is the
Kaya?
pos 5. Nobody's playing any fucking wards. Well, they have. They're on the map, but I don't know.
Yeah, we can see who bought them. Skywrath? Skywrath.
Skywrath.
Yeah. I know who's the plus 5 on this team, it's not the Warlock.
He's being brutalized, he's being forced into it. Disgraceful. But in come the creeps once again. One tower remaining. One tower between the Ancient and the Radiant team.
Don't underestimate the power of
Aegis in tow.
All that remains. When will they go? When will they go? Will they wear wigs?
When will they wear wigs? Well, Jug doesn't have the
I think
boost
we might
slot
find
in,
out.
and doesn't
There's
have
the smoke.
any kind of jump. Speaking of jump,
He doesn't need it, it's fine. In goes Super Sick Bro. Gonna save Strong Pants with the Astral Imprisonment, so he's gonna manage to get that split off. The Ethereal Form on Jay, gonna keep him alive a little longer, but Door already down. Purple Guy taking down Jay as well for good measure, but Door got off all his golems. They took down the tower, and now they're on the Ancient. They're looking to take down the... I'm not gonna get it, my god. Axe put in the air, but too late. From Purple Guy, Yuno takes down Foz. Looking for Kaden. Oh, he...
PA show is not gonna happen today.
The Juggernaut, down goes the Ancient in 3-2-1, and that is going to be game 1 of the series going to MMR Famine. That was a lot of golems.
That was certainly a lot of golems. I mean, he was just so farmed on the Warlock. There's only so much you can do when you're that farmed. Oh, I've got all the golem death sounds playing in my head right now, so I'm a bit overwhelmed on the stream. But what a
Poor
fun
stream,
game.
just dealing with it all as well. No, I mean a really nice game in general. If we take a quick look at the graph, we've got a fair bit of up and down, but generally in the favor of the Radiant for the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what we expected when Random are playing with a stand-in who's slightly lower MMR, so it does tip it out of their favor slightly, but I think in general we didn't really notice their players being particularly mismatched here, especially Hate, which I think you mentioned is the lowest MMR player possibly in the league, or at least in this division.
In this division, I mean, there is a Division 3,
yeah.
so yeah.
But a reasonably good
also...
performance out of the Ringmaster throughout the game there, with some nice clutch box saves. So I think game 2 should...
quick scan, he is the lowest rank. Yeah, he's the lowest ranked player in Division 2 on a whole. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
yeah.
Some good saves, some good wheels. To be fair. I mean, look, this is am I right? This is best of 2.
It is best of 2, so
showing my ignorance. So yeah, I wouldn't put it against them to come back. That was not a stomp. I don't think it was close. I think there was the opportunity for the PA to come back. I think the issue here was the mid difference.
It did feel like it. I mean, this Snap hero, I'm sure we'll see it banned because I do think it's one of the stronger heroes of the patch right now. The OD.
Yeah.
You pick it to have a good lane against whatever it's facing, and it kind of drew even, maybe slightly behind, so some thinking to do on that, but we can take a short break maybe and see what they can come up with
in the next game. Okay then, welcome back to Game 2 of this Division 2... Division 2B. That's the one. Of Irish Dota League Season 7. Only day 2 of the tournament. Game 2 of this best of 2 series. Game 1 going the way of MMR Famine. And the band's already coming out thick and fast. MMR Famine not letting that Shadow Demon through. They're not having it. They know he's a spammer on the other team, and they're not gonna deal with it. But correspondingly, Random, having played against that Snapfire in game 1, have said, you know what, that's enough of that. They've also said that's enough Skywrath, and the Techies ban coming out again. Obviously, as previously mentioned, MMR Famine having 2 Techie spammers on one team. I know, it's insane. I don't know how the other 3 players are coping. But yeah, Random now with the correct team name, and with their player returning, their captain has come back to steady this ship. Raiden being their 7k MMR numbered immortal player, coming to replace their previous stand-in, Purple. Other bans on the board. Monkey King going out, along with Chunderlord and Tide Hunter on the other side. Interestingly, 2 heroes I think Kanan's quite happy with, possibly, but I think Strong Pants as well. I mean, they're pretty standard pos 3s there, but the first picks are identical. So they've gone straight back for Jakiro and Warlock.
The Jakiro looked very strong in the laning phase. I think generally had a decent game throughout the whole game, so if it's a stable, solid first pick hero, then you're happy with it. Same goes for the Warlock. I mean, we saw the greedy build out from him. Maybe he won't be able to do that given the right setup, but I'm sure we'll just see that again, won't we?
I reckon we're going to see it again. I mean, at the end of the day, if it works, it works. Jay picking up the slack there with some of the supporting items and some of the other things, but you know, what works for your team works for your team. Just because your pos 5 is in the off lane doesn't mean he's not your pos 5.
Yeah. So
I mean, Sand King.
They're all pos 3s on this team. That's how I'd rank them. It's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 for priority.
Ringmaster coming back again. Do you know what'd be really funny if they drafted the exact same draft and the only difference was that Raiden's there to play it instead of Purple?
It might be a bit
Instantly
tricky,
shut down there.
but deviating slightly. Maybe this is a Raiden Pangolier. Maybe that's the difference maker here.
Rubik coming out on the side of MMR Famine.
Yeah, it was banned.
I think there's a lot of Rubik.
Last game,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, there's so many Rubik lovers in this. So Jay is a big Rubik lover, sort of, I'd say slightly ahead of him being a techie spammer. He's more of a Rubik spammer. There is someone else who loves it even more. I think Strong Pants is a big Rubik fan, obviously in the pos 3 role though, so maybe not going to be picking up Rubik as much this tournament. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see Jay on something that I think he's probably more familiar with. I think it's up there as one of his top heroes, whereas the Skywrath may be a little more of a difficult pickup for him.
The stolen spells this game are pretty nice. Ice Path, one of the top echelon of stolen spells, so you're very happy with that.
Yeah.
The box save, even the Ringmaster ult is great. The Panga ult rolling around is great.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go as far as say roll. I recently stole roll as a Rubik and panicked because I don't know how to use it. It can really get you into danger.
I suppose Rubik's a good hero to learn on if you do get to play with everyone's spells.
That's true, yeah. Or a terrible hero to play if you haven't played other heroes.
Maybe the case. Maybe I'm not going to say anything. I hope you won your game.
Radiant team pick.
All right. Well,
I can't remember.
Terrorblade.
Oh,
pick.
Terrorblade.
That's a fun, interesting hero.
Big.
Pretty good against Pango.
It's sort of really interesting because they're saving, not their carry pick. So, they've gone for a different last pick than their carry. Is that Sanking mid or Sanking off lane? What have they picked to last here? Or kept to last? Or is it the disgusting Terrorblade off lane?
I think it's Sanking Rubik in the off lane would make the most sense to me. They could flex the Sanking to mids now that they see Pango, but Pango is also still flexible at this point, so I think it's nice they've left it open-ended here. They can try and flex for some better lane matchups. We'll see what Random decides to pick up here. It'd be nice if they did pick up their carry, now that they see the Terrorblade matchup.
Well, they know what they're dealing with in that. Well, this is actually, they're probably more likely to pick up their offlane. They know what they're dealing with in the safe lane, right? They're probably dealing with that Terrorblade Warlock.
Yeah,
so if they pick up an offlaner, but then that would lock the Pango in.
I think, well, maybe that does suggest then that the Pango is the offlane. I think it's okay into Terrorblade, so that's certainly more to carry as the matchup's better into TB.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think they could still move this Pango around. I think maybe in the offlane here they'll pick up a stronger mid to go forward with.
It's last pick on MMR Famine, so they will, have to lock in their roles early. Maybe you can't risk sending the Pango mid? They could lean there or something.
I know Strong Pants has played it. I don't think Akeem has
10 seconds remaining.
has played that many. That many Pango games, sorry.
Random aren't banning the heroes that I would be scared to lane against as Pango mid, which would suggest to me that it's Pango offlane, unless they're insane.
They could just be insane. Maybe they're really confident that's Sand King mid, you know?
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be Sand King offlane, to be honest. I do also actually, well, we've got a second, I need to correct myself from earlier when I said that Hate was the lowest MMR player in this entire division. I was incorrect. There is a lower ranked player. I don't know if he's a local legend or not. He's new to me,
Mr.
but Owen Morris, who is currently down as 0 MMR. He has not played in a very long time. He played for the first time in 2 years yesterday, where he lost a match and won a match. And prior to that, he hadn't played since 2022, despite a 3-day burst where he played, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches in 3 days in 2024 November, and then gave it up until yesterday.
Well, those must have some rough 9 matches there.
Definitely. But it was the 9 matches just in 3 days. He played. My God, he played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He played 6 on the 10th of November, 2024. The next day he played 2, won them both, and on the 3rd day he won a match and then gave up Dota for 2 more years. I'll be honest. Given his track record, if I was on that team, I'd be worried if he'll make it through the tournament or not.
Look, that team is a stack carefully constructed of Irish legends, so I'm sure they'll have a enjoyable time. But he had some fighting talk. We did a small interview with Mr. Owen Morris after their series yesterday.
Yeah.
And they seem pretty positive about their prospects, so we look forward to seeing more of those matches. And some crossover of the divisions once we get into the bracket stage. But for now, we are confined just into our division 2B.
2B.
For this match. Yuck. A Viper last pick.
You know what? I still don't know where that's going. It could be either once again. I think it's mid, but...
I think this flexibility is something that they've considered, right? It dissipates some of the risk factor in the enemy team having final pick, where you can just swap these around a bit. So we'll see what MMR Famine have kind of set their heart on.
I mean, remains to be seen. What would you go for here? Would you put that Sand King off? Well, we're not going to have time to debate.
Like I suggested earlier.
There it is.
I think it's just a good lane against the Pango, and I hope they're not laning the Pango mid.
They're not.
Well, nice flexibility with the Viper last pick then, I would suggest.
Yeah, well, it's now Lina into Viper. Which,
I think this is
I don't know, that's
fine
not great.
Lina, right?
I think it's okay. I don't think it's amazing. I think Lina has a good time here because I think Lina's good into Moerta, right?
I don't know too much about that, direct matchup, but I'd assume
just
it's
looking
good.
at it as like ethereal Muerta and Lena turning up with a big.
The big nuke, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got Sanking Ot as well, so I can see this being another good game for MMR Famine, given their draft.
Yeah.
I do think once again it looks like this Viper in the mid lane is going to be the hero we're really looking at to not have such a poor start like the OD did in the previous match. And then
Yeah,
phase
I think
again.
absolutely. I think they need to apply the pressure this time, don't they, to the Terrorblade? They can't just leave a Terrorblade in the jungle for 30 minutes and then expect the game to go okay.
Yeah, I do think the Pangolier isn't great against the TB because you have Meta, which is great for killing him at range, and even in lane he's quite high armor and Pango's all physical. So
yeah.
I'm sure Pango will be able to get farm in the lane. I don't think he should be too scared. It's a Warlock lane. But I do think they might have some trouble in closing down the map early.
You know what? You know what always surprises me every time it comes up in a draft with Terrorblade? He's so small. You know, without that metamorphosis, he is incredibly small.
He's just a little guy.
Oh, look at that little guy.
I mean, he's big because he's close to the camera, but he's a little
Short
guy.
Kings represent. And then he obviously, you know, metamorphs and becomes whatever he does become.
I do think the Jakiro might be the key to this game. If the Jakiro has a performance like the previous game, it is one of those heroes that can dive down this TB and close down his tower, so I think that's what I'm looking for here within the first 5 to 10 minute range, is this Jakiro to rotate out of the safe lane and apply some pressure. I am having a couple of audio issues, so I will
30 seconds.
swap you out of that mic for now.
It's alright.
The stream will be able to hear you, but I'm just going to do some background work as the
Okie
players
dokie,
chat
that's fine
away.
then. It's best of 2. What? Yeah. What's the context? 2 games. Oh,
Yeah.
because someone said G3 instead of good luck.
Oh.
I'd like to try and stay in the know, you know? Confused I am. Well, there we go. They've already won the mental game. They've confused Akeem before the game has even begun. And we're going to see a trade here. 2 runes apiece for each team. Does Random not have... You know what? They should have stuck with being fresh meat because they don't even have any banners. They don't have a logo. The fights. Viper should do okay. First blood still on the cards, remains to be seen. Dor once again on this Warlock, this time using that Shadow Word to do some damage to the enemy core rather than heal his own. And Familiar fight there. Yeah. Yeah, it is seen as the worst way to use it now. And then a Familiar matchup with the Warlock into the Ringmaster, both supports returning on their favored heroes.
Yeah, we will
bot lane
see
this... Oh.
how this Pango goes, but yeah, you're right, bot lane, the Sanking into Muerta matchup, I think it might be Muerta favored.
Very much so, I feel, you know? Like, he wants to sit in his sandstorm where he can't be seen and he can... Or even if he can be seen, where he's got some home field advantage, can do some damage to the creeps, but... You know, she can ricochet or dead shot him out of it. She can drop that silence with the calling, and he's gonna have a bit of a tricky time, I think, especially if Farzad can keep the vision up and available.
How are we looking on CS in this middle lane?
You know what? Again, kind of low.
These players love
And
hitting each other.
There are 6 denies on Akeem though, so you know
Bot
he's actually
lane.
he's
Go out on
putting some
Sanking.
work in. There he goes, first blood.
Got him under a sentry wards, and he just gets pinged out of it by the dead shot. Top lane, another go.
Exactly the issue. I don't think they're quite going to be able to finish off door here. Having to back up, not ready to dive that tower just yet.
Yeah, they hit the level 2 timing and just immediately leapt upon this warlock, but he's healing himself up.
I am now worryingly just seeing like a Rip Focus audio in the chat, and I'm like, no, that's from 2 minutes ago.
That's
I'm
2 minutes
assuming
ago.
we're fine now.
I have like 80% certainty that you're back and you're good, but
Yeah. It's chat. It's not at all Anti's fault. He's dealing with the issue because I shout too much and Discord gets upset.
yeah.
So really, it's my fault, and he's accommodating me by with a workaround.
This Pango
Strong
dropping
Pants
pretty
just
low.
hanging around really low here.
Yeah, I think if they find
All the
meta
fear on the
opportunity-
Super Sick Bro. He's just had to use Burrow Strike to get away from the Muerta. Defensive Burrow Strikes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna feel pretty rough for the Sand King. They better make some stacks
Yeah.
for him.
I think it's kind of bad news bears for both offlaners at the moment. Neither having the best of times.
But
Although at least we've got some regen available on the sky on the Skyrath, the Sand King.
top lane, Strong Pants, blood grenaded up.
Does have
On
that
the
shadow word on
neutrals.
again. Doesn't manage to get the deny. Goes down a door. Farzad though in the bot lane with the kill onto Jay's Rubik.
Yeah, once again, this Jakiro, it's a monster on
And
the
there's
lane.
a little scrap going down in the mid lane.
Mid lane.
Kanan gonna fall first, only barely though. And I think Akeem lucky to survive on that one. Rotation coming in
This
immediately
is,
from Jay, looking to grab something. He's got a Fate Bolt. He wants to use
I
it.
don't know. I don't think it kills.
I don't think it does either, but he's gonna go.
It
there
does
it is.
nothing. It
There's the
does
blood
nothing.
grenade that doesn't land.
That feels pretty
Oh.
bad for this Rubik. It's a big commitment to rotate here for this.
If we had a sad horn sound effect, I'd play it now. I think everyone just needs to do their own at home.
And with the
So
Rubik
it's-
out, the Sand King is chased away from the lane completely by the Jakiro.
It looks like Super Sick Bro might be sort of giving up on the lane. He's just said, you know what? There's a jungle cam right here. I'd rather have that. That seems nicer.
I think you have to. I don't think you're getting anything from this lane at this point.
I absolutely agree. You just got to do the stack dip in and out, especially if your Rubik's not really planning to come back too much. I'm not sure where they get the value though if they want to send the Rubik elsewhere.
Right.
Rubik definitely needs some experience from somewhere. Terrorblade having a good time. Muerta having a good time. That's about it.
Yeah, the last hits across the cores are kind of okay. The Sand King, obviously, having the roughest time.
Yep.
And once again, this
Lena
mid
going
lane,
down in the mid.
they just clicked each other to death again. And Lena didn't learn the lesson from last time that it's not a winning one at the moment.
That should help.
Stocks are up for the Viper pick.
Increased stonks.
We discussed that the Viper has to have a pretty good time, not like last game.
Radiant are scanning.
Farzad, level 4 to Jay's 2 on this rune.
A bit of a scrap. Where's the Ringmaster gone down? Going down all over the shop here. It feels like there's been more kills than they have, but they just all keep coming in waves.
Yeah, look,
Door
Team
taking
Thor's
down
chats,
hate in the top
what
lane.
can you do?
Just shadow wording everyone all over the place. Little fight for the cookie here does go the way of Square Pants. Strong Pants, sorry. He's not SpongeBob. Did manage to block Yuno from entering into the Lotus Pool there.
Yeah, cheeky play, but pays for it with most of his health. At least the wave's coming. We miss another kill. in the bot
Rubik
lane,
going
but
down
we won't
in the
miss this
bot lane,
one
but
if it happens.
it's not going to come. It's always the case. Sod's
Good
law,
lord.
you watch the kill that doesn't happen. Strongbands is still in trouble though. Does get Shadow Word cast on him. Had
Level
a
3
wand
Deadshot.
ready to go. He's gonna use it. Now the turn. Down goes the Taylor Wimpy Swansea.
Jay's TP'd in once again with a
Meanwhile.
Fade Bolt.
A Fade Bolt that isn't gonna do enough.
You know.
A little scrap there on the Wisdom Shrine. Yeah,
Top
Farzad
lane.
picking up that Dire Wisdom Shrine.
What's happening?
They
Top
got
lane?
anything on the other side? Can you know?
Oh god.
Dead.
The Centaur was trying to get
You-
involved but missed the stomp. It could have been a bit of a disaster there, but...
Don't coming in, gets the link.
Oh,
Can he do enough? He might be able to do enough damage to take down Hate.
Door God?
Is he gonna get it? They can't outrange this. Down goes
There's a
the
little guy
Pango, and
coming.
Hate takes
Oh my
down
God.
as well. Just from door farming these creeps over here in the jungle. You know what? Credit where credit is due.
Maybe
Beautiful.
he deserves to go
Absolutely
extra
beautiful.
fresher rush on this hero.
Is my audio peaking in OBS, by the way? Have you got a slider for
I've
it?
slid you down a little bit. I can slide you down some more
Yeah, just
as
make sure
Laguna
it's not,
Blade slides down the
hovering around
health
that
bar.
green yellow. Yeah. But Farzad going down in the... Well, that's in the bot lane, sorry. Akeem taking down Door in the top lane. Akeem going around, laying down the Venom. Apologies, getting distracted by chat.
Sorry, they're trying to help. Shouts to chat. Shouts to the
Hey,
Irish Dota
not
scene.
blaming chat.
I am.
Sorry, I didn't realize we were trying to stay on the same page. Screw you, chat.
Hell yeah, wait. Hold on. Alright, let's take a look at these net worths. Muerta sitting pretty happy on top. Kind of what we'd expect now that Randin, the 7k player, has slotted back into this team. We've said goodbye to our stand-in.
Goodbye and well played to our stand-in. Or their stand-in.
Certainly. Smoke up in the bot lane.
They are on Smoko.
They
So
don't have
speaking of our
6 on
7k
them.
player, is he going to be in trouble? They're going to struggle to wrap behind this tower, keeping the smoke up. Yeah,
Pressure on the
pop
wave.
on super sick, bro. I assume he knows he's just too close to the tower, but you know, anything's possible.
Some funky stuff's going on here. Door
There's the link. I don't think they can get anything. They don't have to catch.
This is a mystery to me, this move. No level 6 on the Sand King, no Golem, they're just kind of walking around.
I think they would just die, right? He just ults and pops the silence, down he goes. Little scrap on the top lane, TP coming in from Door
lane.
on the Warlock. Back up, you know. Lena could be in trouble again. That's a lot of damage from the Viper Strike. He's going to make it back into the tower and outlast it. Top lane, though, they're going to look to go in onto Strong Pants. We've got this Fatal Bonds up again. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so this time. There's not a nice little stockpile of creeps included in it for them to wear down.
Yeah, nice little kill pickup with the Laguna Blade onto this lone support in the mid lane. So maybe some comeback for this Lena, who is ahead in net worth on to the Viper, despite the deaths. Strong Pants has to pop the roll.
He's going to use it to get away, not able to do too much aggressively. I mean, you're not having a fairly nice time up here. People still hanging around, but in terms of the net worth, it's definitely still the Raiden story. Smoke on Farzad popped immediately from Jay being there, but Akeem in the mid lane going deep in onto Kanan's Lena. Can he finish it off? There it is with the Viper Strike DPS. Farzad finding Jay on the side here. Hate with the rotation in. Lovely dagger, dead on target. There's the Ice Path and finished off by the Ringmaster.
Meanwhile, on the sides, the TB finally gets the kill onto the Pango, and in the bot lane, Sand King looks like he's got nothing
Super sick,
left.
bro. Down he goes. It's a bit of back and forth. All in all, looking very nice for the Radiant in that exchange.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But do you want to be too sad about getting a nice little kill on your carry Terrorblade?
Strong Pants is back up here. The Jakiro is coming through. Maybe this is a bit of a bait play, but that's a lot of damage out from this.
There's so much damage with that meta, right? Meta is now down. He's going to have to back up. Taking big damage from the tower and the macro. Doesn't quite fall. Akeem looking to chase. He possibly can't. Strong Pants very low from the illusions. And the TP out from the Viper. Yuno's hanging around. He's got swap. He wants to use it.
Swap?
He's got his health swap and he...
Oh, right. I was a bit confused on like the Vengeful Spirit. But,
sorry.
contextually,
This is the
it's very
skin,
reasonable to call it the swap. Very, very reasonable.
Nope, now salving up. Salvatini's going to disappear, but Dorka be in trouble. Drops the rock. Out comes the Wheel of Wonder. But the roll from Strong Pants is going to be enough to finish off everybody's favorite Warlock, it seems. Strong Pants getting the stun there onto Yuno. Not going to get stunned up by Kanan because of the magic immunity. But in comes Akeem. Once again with that Viper Strike. Yuno looking for Sunder. Not going to get it off. Down goes Kanan on the Lina as well. Raiden swooping in here from the portal to help his team and get himself, I'm sure, selfishly, some experience and gold.
Maybe could have been a different story with the Terrorblade getting the Sunder off. I think the range was just a massive issue for him. Couldn't get towards any of these heroes. So some nice kiting. But I mean, this Murta rotation probably seals the deal regardless.
Yeah, it's one of those really nice rotations for the carry where they don't need to be there. They're not necessarily needed for the kill, but if they can safely be there and be part of it, it's just such value for them. Does make them sound a little bit like an intern, but I suppose they are at this stage.
I mean, look, Sand King has the blink actually, so not too bad. Has jungled himself into a reasonable state. Would be nice to get him involved in something though. Get him truly back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, they need the Sand King because they need to be able to make some space. Like, they're struggling with the Lina into the Viper Strike just coming out every single time.
Speaking of
the Viper Strike, there it goes, fired
Another
back,
one.
but Viper doesn't really care about it. He's going to take down Jay on the Rubik, and then back off. A little low on resources, though. He's going to have to retreat on Akeem. Hate coming over here. They don't have a core to look for a kill here, although Lina is going to back off. Kanan looking to try and get some farm anywhere he can. So 6k lead here at 15 minutes, going the way of Random.
They are looking for Random here in the bot lane with a smoke. They're making this move again.
He's going through the pole. He's perfectly timed it to leave. He's going for this kill on Yuno instead, along with the rest of his team. Can they find it? They've popped that roll very early, it feels. Yeah, he's gone for the bounce off the wall. Are they still going to commit onto this? Roll nearly over. There it goes. Yeah, they're going to back out. I think the right move. Not wanting to overcommit. Door's only smoked. He's going to reveal. Straight in onto Raiden. Raiden pops the silence. Doesn't connect, though, on to the Warlock. There's a lovely dead shot, though, finishing him off with that big damage coming out of the Muerta. Viper Strike goes through on to the Terrorblade. They've come to turn on the side of MMR Famine, but turn they won't. There is the pierce the veil from the Muerta, finishing up Kanan and Super Sick Bro. Clean up in the top lane. It's all looking pretty rough for the side of MMR Famine.
This is looking a lot different to the first game. It might be MMR diff at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they're just farming well on the Muerta, right? It's a good, strong pick. It does well into the entire team. I don't know what was going on there with Door coming in behind with the smoke. He so confidently walks down into that river.
Yeah, a bit of hubris, perhaps. And I think trying to take this fight after Door died was a big mistake here.
It's this idea that you've caught them out of position, you've only lost a support, we can do it, but you're down a man. He didn't get his ults off. Like, as soon as your support has gone down without ulting, it's a rough state of affairs and not really the position you want to be starting from. Though speaking of starting, they're going to start something. There's the blink, followed up with the burrow strike. Dead shot though, going to face Super Sick Bro back out. Door in. Pierce the veil,
no.
popped again though on the Muerta. Kills 2, although they do technically go down to Farzad. Kanan here could be in trouble. Pierce the veil gonna end. Hate finding door up on the high ground. Beautiful Wheel of Wonder fears him into it as well. Excellently played from our low MMR player here. Proving his worth and his value.
Yep, and the lead grows ever wider. 12k net worth at 17 minutes. And most of that being on this Muerta.
You know, I've seen so many teams where it ends up being like it's the Crusader player who is like the anchor of the team who makes sure they win all the games. There are just some of these players who I don't know what it is, they never rank up, but my god, when they get on a team in a tournament, they do God's work. Or Gaben's work.
Yeah, I mean, whoever you like, really.
Any other religious symbol.
Yeah.
Sorry, my personal views and statements are not reflective of the views and statements of the
we'll get one of those
League.
in per stream, I think. We'll get one of those in per stream. Top
Roll
lane.
out in the top lane. You know, in trouble. He's just trying to go home. Is he going to be able to? Stroke bats. Oh, he gets through that border though. Oh, but he's dashed through. He's taken Kanan's health, and Kanan is going to pay the price, dying for the sins of his carry. TP out here. No stun available on the side of MMR Famine, and that is going to be Pango leaving with a kill. Not the kill he came for, but a kill he does leave with.
That is, I mean, tip my TB a little bit.
I feel that's coming in going, take my health, just in case. And
yeah,
then,
perhaps it was, yeah, you can sunder me, and then didn't expect the Pango to just jump through into the base.
Yeah, I mean, bold but great play from SpongeBob StrongPants.
I'm pretty sure that's not his name, but I am sure that Jay is dead here.
He's actually healing a lot from that Shadow Word. The chase is on, though, does get the lift, but the Pierce the Veil popped and big damage coming out of Raiden. Kanan now wrapping around the trees, trying to escape, but not going to be able to do so. The tower now in the line of fire. Random are just not letting up here. The pressure is on, and the pressure has stayed on. Not taking their foot off the gas.
Up to the high ground already.
There's a fatal bonds coming out from Door, but not doing the value it was earlier in this game. Throwing out the soup, but he doesn't have the shard. He's got no shard. We actually see him building a Force Staff. I hate to say it, I think Warlock has been broken.
That's, I mean, it's just sad after last game, right?
Really is. I mean, look, credit to him for switching it up. You know, he's not as wealthy as he was last game. He's made the decision. Right? He's going for cheaper items. Yeah, exactly. It's what you expect to see. It's what you hope to see. But you're right. It's sad.
Another tower to be cleaned up.
Down it goes. The final tier 2. The high ground awaits for Random. Super sick, bro. Got the blink. Very far off that Aghanim Scepter, though. The items, what do we got? We do have the Kaya and the bots up on Lena. Oh my god, though, I've just looked at Raiden's items. Falcon Blade, Dragonlance, Mask of Madness, full Mjolnir.
Yeah, pretty fat.
It's insane. And now looking to increase that net worth lead even further by picking themselves up a Tormentor here. I mean, I think I'm seeing chat calling it a disaster 2 minutes ago, and you know what? It's still on that trajectory.
Yeah,
but they do have the Terrorblade, right?
They do have a Terrorblade, and he's not been having a terrible game. He is behind all of the enemy cores, and almost the enemy Jakiro, in fact.
But remember that one solemn tool tip from Dota 2, that even if you're behind, your enemies are worth more. There is hope.
That's true, it's true. It's a comeback mechanic game. But, I mean, Farzad is so farmed.
I don't know, right? They come in with the Muerta, overconfident. They get the Hell Swap from the Terrorblade with the Sunder. Then they drop the Rock, they drop the Laguna Blade. You know, maybe he goes down. Maybe they turn a fight that way.
You're right, like with the Sunder setup, you can kill anyone. It's no one's off the table. the chopping
we'll
block.
return to the days of Pos 4 Jungle Terrorblade, where you just wander around, get yourself low, and then just turn up and sunder someone.
I'm pretty sure we saw that in a recent Tier 1 tournament, I can't lie. I think it's still a viable
I feel like I
option.
haven't seen it in ages. I thought it was dead. I hoped it was dead.
It's probably a 9 class special, I think. Reserved.
Dumbledore, it's back!
It's, I mean, can you tell me much about these mushrooms I keep seeing in people's inventories? What the hell is...
Oh, the mushrooms are from the new neutral
right?
item, tier 1 neutral item, the foragers kit. You little trees will get like little circles around them, kind of like the they're a little bit like the ward trees from Tree Protector, and then you stand near them, and they will drop like either a mushroom or an acorn or a different mushroom. I think they're the 3. One of them's health, one of them's mana, and one of them gives you like a permanent stat, I think.
Well, a fun little mini game to play if you're a support in this type of game.
Yeah, I'm mostly. I don't really like them. They're not as good as mangoes, so bring back the mango tree.
True.
Sorry, I'm turning a bit old man shouts at Cloud.
Kanan, gotta watch out.
Back in my day, Pudge could hook through catapults. Oh my god,
TV.
a lovely fair Terrorblade in trouble, but there is the Sunder. Can he take down Akeem? And no, he cannot. Down goes the carry for MMR Famine. Now, this is looking like prime opportunity. The leader's dead, the Terrorblade's dead, the high ground awaits for random. Raiden sitting down here, ready to go. Pierce the Veil, still on line. There's a lovely little calling from Rubik, seeing those big old boulders flying around.
Cool.
The big old cubes. And a TP out there from a very low Viper. Akeem going back to base.
Does have the travels, so not too far from his team.
Could be a little while though. Maybe waiting for him here, not wanting to go in half-cocked. Door back out here with the soup, trying to clear some of these creep waves. A little steal from the Rubik there, going to pick himself up a Jewel Breath. Honestly, the calling might have been running out, I don't know. Because it was a good spell for him to have. Nice big silence. But yeah, things looking a little touch and go, but they are holding on. High ground has not been broken yet, despite the towers taking a little bit of a tickling every now and then. And Yuno's still making it out here to farm, although he's going to see the Viper. Is he going to hang around? Raiden still hovering around, looking for a moment. Is he going to see it? There's the steal from Jay, picking up the dead shot. Force staff in. Raiden's in. Feared him. They silenced him. They've taken him down, but only for the first time. The Aegis available, and a lot of damage coming out there on to their super. Strong Pants now with the roll deep into the back line, looking for Kanan here. Hate going down to Door. I'm not sure through what spell exactly. Down goes Farzad as well. Maybe a big fatal bombs actually, as Yuno picking up the kill onto Akeem. This could be it. This is looking like a big turn. They've only given away one. Still have Sunder available. Looking for the chase now onto the remaining 2 cores on the Radiant side. Gonna see this Invis rune though. Strong Pants picks it up. He's gonna go back up. Blinks up to the high ground. There's the Swashbuckle looking for more damage, but he does get stunned up. Raiden coming in with the call and gets the silence out on to the Terrorblade. Looking to chase down Kanan though, but Strong Pants stunned. Down goes the Pangolier. There's the fear from the dead shot. Not sending Kanan the right way though. Raiden could be in trouble. Stun doesn't quite hit, pops the Ethereal, but still taking damage. In comes Super Sick Bro from the grave to finish off the Muerta.
What a play! What some brilliant kiting and team play out here from MMR Famine. And
I mean, bold move to turn around, right?
Very bold to turn around. They felt confident given the state of the game, but it's certainly an Irish high ground. Take a quick look back at that replay. In fact,
I don't know if you know or if we'll have to ask chat when they hear this in 2 minutes, but does anyone know how Dor managed to get all those kills? Was it a really big fatal bonds? Because if it was, that might have just, do you know what I mean? That might have been what turned the fight so hard.
I mean, if Dor's getting kills, it's fatal bonds, right?
But where's that money going to go now? He's actually building a pipe. I am shocked. I am actually shocked. Not just from the first game. Like, I've played with this man a decent amount.
He's locked in.
This ward was placed by Dor.
Who's playing on Dor's account? Okay, let's check NPC.
Check the tapes. This is gonna have to be a full tournament investigation. Just doesn't seem right.
Gonna smoke up behind the Viper here in the spot lane. Just marching it down.
The Viper gonna show on the wave. Dor gonna run away. I think right move, the correct move. I mean, they won that last fight, but they have to remember that they're still in a deficit, and you know they're high ground defenders really.
Yeah.
Although Super Sick Bro is being very brave here with the farm. They are going to come over and check for him. Deadshot not quite going to connect. He's going to be able to walk away on this one. There's an AD rune in the bottom of the river. I don't think that ward quite reaches it, especially at night time. Mid tower might actually fall. Dor trying to hold it off. Is going to get feared away. Grading going to come up while the backdoor protection's down and quickly finish that off. Now on to the racks. Getting those gunslinger shots off onto the side. But Super Sick Bro, he's used all his mana, but he is in for the initiation, but there isn't any follow-up. He's having to run away now, and he has no method for escape. Caught in the back of that Ice Path Laguna. Blade goes out, but doesn't do really any damage at all. Akeem quite happily sitting there in his Nether Toxin with that Aghanim Scepter, building up that magic resistance. Jay here could be in trouble, going a bit too far forward. The buybacks are coming out, but they've only got the one available. Yuno coming in for the fight, but it is 3v5. BKB Pierce the Veil coming out of Brayden, taking down Super Sick Bro for the second time. Kanan is unable to really do anything. They've retreated to the base. It's got to be over, right? They cannot fight into this.
It is looking a bit insurmountable at this point. It took some perfect coordination, I would say, to even get this previous team fight that they won.
Yeah. The Fortify's out. The tower's still going to go down, though. Kanan pushed up quite far to cast his spells. Hit with that Diffusal Blade. Slow. Now stuck in the Ice Path. Silenced up and destroyed. Kill going the way of Jakiro. Down goes this bottom Rax. Ranged first. Melee to follow. Dor with the respawn, but they've really sort of dragged out this fight by taking down that Lina. Getting the kill on the Kanan on the side there. And Yuno still hovering around. Doesn't have meta available. There's the Viper Strike looking to chase. Does pop the Manta style. Meanwhile, Dor taken out by Strong Pants once again. There's the roll. Stunning up. Little pivot there. Nice little turn. And finished off there by Hey. Yuno down. Jay follows suit. And GG is called from MMR Famine. It's going to be game 2 going the way of Random.
I mean, it was definitely not as close as the first game. I think Radin coming back and being this titanic MMR player clearly showed that bigger number, better player. So I think drawing board, maybe some adaptations that can be made in the draft to not give him such a good lane. The Sand wholly ineffective against the Muerta pick.
Yeah.
So, considering how poor this lane went, I think there is room for to make some difference if they match up against each other again.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think they brought in the Muerta and it just farmed so well. Like, it just got left alone. I mean, I'm not an expert on farming by any stretch. I can barely last hit, but you know, you just look at the advantage it got and the advantage it held and just continued to hold. They didn't give the Terrorblade any position to get a footing. They just kept the pressure up. They backed them off into their base. A little bit of a throw, maybe, you know, a little bit of hubris, dive a bit deep. lose a few heroes, turn around, lose the rest of your heroes. But they still brought it back from that, you know. I think it was definitely an uphill battle for MMR Famine at that point, and they were going to have to play perfect at that stage.
Yeah, they would have to have some serious coordination, and they sort of did for a moment there in this triangle fight. So, I mean, props to them for giving it their all and playing it out. But
Yep.
at the end of the day, it's a 1-1 series. So take that to the score tables. We'll see how that plays out once we get a few more games in. But plenty more to be played.
Take that to the IDL bank. Spend your points. I don't think you can spend points. Never mind. Are we having a chat with anyone? Do we have anyone to have a chat with?
I think that's up
Do we want
it
to
for
have a
us
chat
today,
with
Falcus. I think we're reaching the end of our time together, or at least for now.
I'm gonna miss you. Gonna miss you, man.
Well, I'll
be
miss you
hard.
too. I'm looking forward to some more casts with you, but for now we're signing off, chat. Tune in to Taylor's stream, which we will raid before I end the stream, because there is game 2 of another Division 2 series on right now, and we have more games in the rest of the week. So make sure to check out the website for the full schedule, and we'll see you then.
Good night.